Hello.
Hi, Taha.
Okay. Okay. Let's start. Can you see my screen right? I think you can see. Okay. Let's start our lessons. Welcome back, everyone. Today we are doing our fourth lesson, Formula One lesson. In the previous lessons, we explored what really happens on the race day and how every decision, how strategy is important in Formula One, from tire to the pit stop timing, and we learned how communication and focusing and strategy create the true passion in Formula One. And today we will look at how this sport started. We're gonna look a little bit the history of. We're gonna get into the details of this sports history. And okay, let's start. Formula One has changed a lot of over the years. The cars, the rules, the drivers, and even the world and technology around it. Let's start what we're gonna learn. We're gonna first learn the beginning of the Formula One, the 1950s and 1960s. We're gonna learn the 70s and the 19s. This calls Golden Era. We're gonna learn 2000s and 2020s, and we're gonna look at the evolution of Formula One. I'm checking everything again. Okay. The beginning of Formula One. We're gonna talk about the 50s and 60s. Formula One began officially in 1950 with the first championship race that was at the Silverstone in the United Kingdom, and it was a very different time. It was a very old time, and cars were built by the hand, with all hands, without any device or machine, or without any fabric, and made the cars made mostly of metal, and safety was something almost no one talk about. So there are so dangerous crashes, or uh, there was happening. So the drivers got injured so many times, uh, and this okay. And drivers race with no seat belts and small open helmets. With just helmets, they were driving with just helmets, and every race was extremely dangerous. But that danger also made it exciting that time, and people respected the drivers for their bravery, and they were not just athletes; they were heroes. And in these first days, the sports uh, belonged to the pioneers. Someone came. Welcome, Ahmet. Welcome. How are you
Hi.
doing? How are you doing, Ahmed?
Hi, thank you. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you. We were just talking about the history of the F1.
Oh, yeah,
You missed the
nice.
technical parts of the lesson, but that's not a problem. You can watch it from the YouTube and nasrettinhocaacademy.com, as you know.
Okay, I'll watch, but actually, I'm not into technical part much.
Okay, this is good for you.
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay,
Thank you.
let's continue. And as we said, drivers race with no seat belts and with just helmets. And the cars were so loud, the circuits long and bumpy, and the atmosphere is so full of adventure in those times. And British teams started to appear in the 1960s. They come with new designs and the new engine designs with their driver. And this changed everything. Cars became faster, lighter, and easier to control. And Formula One was slowly becoming a real sport in those times. Okay, let's continue with the 1970s and 1990s. This was the prime Formula One uh, times, and that's why this time's called the golden era. And this 1970s and 1980s are remembered as the golden age of Formula One. And this is the time that when competition and technology and the danger were all their highest level. As you see in the picture, the car is completely black. It's it has fire on it, and the cars were now faster than ever, but still not completely safe. Drivers faced incredible risks every time they went on the track. Almost every race, there's always some crashes or some injuries that they were, and this made every victory of them feel even more powerful. And the sports also become more emotional in these times. Fan didn't just watch the cars, they followed the drivers, and they followed the personalities of them. They liked them. Every driver had a story, a style, and a spirit that made them unique from the others. And during this time of F1, rival rise made Formula One truly global. Some seasons were like movies, full of drama, friendship, and courage, as we're gonna talk about in the next minutes. And there were moments when drivers came back after terrible crashes, moments when the weather changed everything, and moments when passion pushed people far beyond their limits. Uh, by the late 1980s and 1990s, Formula One reached millions of homes through the TV. It was not only about who was the fastest, it was about emotion, respect, and the human fight to be the best. And from those moments, Formula One began to really change, become not just faster, but smarter and safer. Okay, let's talk about the legends of this golden era. You can see Niki Lauda at the left of the picture and James Hunt at the right of the picture. This was prime Formula One drivers. and even they have a film series in their fights. Let's talk about them. These guys were so famous. They were competing, and Hans was the blonde guy was began racing with his own car in Formula Ford in 1969, and he moved to Formula 3, where his aggressive driving and several crashes earned him the nickname Hunt the Shunt, and he joined Hesketh's Racing in 1973, and the team that he graduated to F1 in his team graduated to F1 in 1974. Hunt scored the team's only F1 victory in 1970, but Hesketh left the team later that year, so he signed with McLaren in 1976, and in his first season with the team, he out-qualified Lauda, as you see in the Niki Lauda. He out-qualified him with the and win the F1 championship after this man refused to complete the Japanese Grand Prix because of the rainy and wet track, and he deemed the track as unsafe, so he became a champion, James Hunt. By the way, this Niki Lauda need to have a break with F1 when the league that the James Hunt be the champion because of the crash. And let's check it out, that crash of Niki Lauda in 1976 at Germany, Nürburgring. The pronunciation is not right probably, but okay, let's check it out.
Oh my God.
Yes, as you see in the picture.
Oh.
This time was so dangerous and unsafe. As you see, his half of the face is got fire and burnt, so he can't join the races for 6 weeks or something. And when he refused to attend to the last Japanese Grand Prix, James Hunt won the championship, as I said. And as I said, the competing was so good, so people make the film of this competition. And let's look at the film scene of them. One of the film scene of them. It was so hard. The Ferrari guy is the Niki Lauda, and the other guy is James Hunt, who win the championship. As you see, you can see the eye that he got burnt. You see the injury in his eyes.
Mercedes fans and the racing grudge match of the decade. And there's Mario Andretti in pole position, James Hunt alongside him. On row 2 of the grid, there is Niki Lauda. And on row 3 of the grid, Jody Scheckter from South Africa in the 6-wheel Tyrrell. Behind him, the rest of the 25-car field.
Japanese Grand Prix is underway. In these conditions, it must be almost impossible to drive a 450 horsepower car.
This was the most epic scene of Formula One films in the history, most well-known scenes, one of the scenes. Okay, let's continue with the 2000s and 2020s. This time called the modern age, and this is technology and the teamwork year for F1. And as we entered the 2000s, Formula One transformed completely with the improving technology, and computers, data, and engineering became as important as the driver's hands on the wheel. So every part of the car was measured, tested, and improved by thousands of specialists and machines. Teams grew into huge organizations with hundreds of engineers, mechanics, and strategists working together. Each race became a battle not only between drivers, but between ideas, innovation, and teamwork. Cars became high-tech machines, their engines combining power with efficiency, their designs shaped by wind tunnels and advanced software, as we looked at the previous lesson. But even with all this technology, the human element stayed at the center. The best drivers still had something no computer could copy. They had courage, they had the strategy in their minds. This was also the time when Formula One became a true, really global sport, motorsport. New tracks appeared around the world, from Asia to Middle East, and fans from every continent could now watch live the races, because it's now a big sport that millions watching, and the fans follow their favorite drivers in social media and feel connected to action like never was before. Okay, so let's look at what more technique title, evolution of formula. Okay. If you look back, we can see that Formula One is a mirror of human progress. Then it became about knowledge and engineering and, of course, strategy. And safety has improved more than anyone could have imagined. Modern cars are built to survive crashes that once would have been impossible. Systems like the Halo system, as we talked about at the previous lesson, stronger barriers and smart tracks keep drivers safe, while engineers learn from every incident to make the next race even safer. And aerodynamics also changed how we see racing. Cars now cut through the air like arrows, and the smallest detail can decide who wins or loses. And the engines improved too. From loud V12 monsters to today's quiet but powerful hybrid systems that use both fuel and electric energy. They're cleaner, smarter, and more efficient. And we're going to talk about the motors with details of them, with the details of theirs in the next lesson. They are now cleaner, smarter, and more efficient. And of course, the way fans experience Formula One has changed. We don't just watch races anymore. We follow the strategy, listen to team radios. We can listen to team radios and share every emotion instantly online. And you can see an evolution of F1 cars through the years. In 1950s, it's looking like so bad. It's looking so bad. And from the 1950s, the 2020s, so improved and safe. And of course, so better with aerodynamics. And let's conclude what we learned in this lesson and say goodbye to ours. We learned that Formula One's evolution, and we learned the history of Formula One today, and we're gonna learn what's engines details in the next lesson. And thank you for listening to me in this lesson. See you in the next lessons.
See you, teacher.
See you.
See you later.
See you.